Welcome back to Morning Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network. And, well, we're excited because we have a new segment that it's kind of in its infant stages. It's beginning to grow, and here I am. I'm sitting right next to the woman of the hour. Her name is Michelle Gershfeld. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Mark. Thank you so much for having me.
You're quite welcome. And it's more than that. It's more of, this is going to be your segment here on Morning Coffee. Michelle's Money Minutes, right? I mean, how cool is this? This is right in your wheelhouse. You know, you're a lawyer by trade, but you are a financial expert in practice, right? So this is what you do.
This is what I do.
We're going to be dealing with all sorts of different financial and money issues every time we get together here on Morning Coffee. So you guys got something to look forward to with Michelle and all this great information. So Michelle, I know that you've got a guest on the line right off the bat, right away for us. So why don't we get right to it?
I absolutely do. Marty Tullis, hello. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, so nice to see you.
You as well.
I want to introduce you. I met you last week at the AFCPE Annual Symposium, and at that time there was the annual College Knowledge Bowl, and you were the winner, you and your team from the Texas Valley University, right?
From Utah Valley University.
Excuse me, see?
It was one of those valleys, Marty. We knew it was one of the valleys. But congratulations. This is excellent. I know you put in a ton of hard work to achieve this goal of yours, and you did it. So congrats.
Yeah, thank you. We're very excited. Utah Valley's team actually won first last year as well, so we had our title to defend. So there was a little extra pressure on us.
Well, you guys stepped up and rose to the occasion, which was really cool. You talk a little bit about the preparation for that final competition there. What kind of went into it, and what did you guys have to do to actually win this thing?
Right. So it was a Jeopardy-style competition. So we had to be well prepared for the different categories they were going to ask. We were given a study guide by our professor who was helping us to prepare, and so there were 16 different areas where we had to be literate, anywhere from general practices of a financial counselor, like how you deal with clients, to what does a mortgage workout look like, what goes into a credit score, what life insurance is, what different policies have different features. And so we had to know our stuff in each of those areas. So my two teammates and I had Sterling Adams and Addison Taylor on my team. And first off, it was just a good choice of teammates. We worked really cohesively, and we didn't just work hard, but we played hard. We had a lot of fun. I think we were the team that laughed the most out of all of them in the competition. But we also worked really hard. We completed the study guide. We kind of broke it up into 3 sections so that each of us could have an area of expertise. And then from there, when one of our questions came up, it was our job to hit the buzzer and take the question. And at first, we took a couple of 2-hour chunks beforehand to really quiz each other and go back and forth on that study guide. But really, when it came down to it, we had confidence in the knowledge that we had studied and the things that we had studied. And when we saw a question that we knew, we just stepped up and took it. And that really, I think, that confidence to answer and to step up to the plate was really what gave us the edge on our competition.
So, and really what gave you the edge was your interest in personal financial literacy, right? I mean, that is the driving force under all of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us about how you became interested in financial literacy, and more importantly, how are you spreading the message to your brethren students and young people so that they'll understand the importance of financial knowledge?
Absolutely. So I started as a math education major. I wanted to help kids to take algebra from being just a bunch of letters on the page that shouldn't belong in math to something they can understand and really grasp, and really decrypting that complex concept. And so when I got to college, I quickly found the financial planning degree at UVU, decided to change majors over to financial planning because it was a very similar concept, working with people, working with numbers. But there were a lot of, the program at UVU, Utah Valley University, is the largest undergrad in the nation, and we're number one in the West, top 5 in the nation of financial planning programs, and beyond the credentials of the school, I found a culture in the financial planning program of really building each other up, and that when you do successfully, you turn around and you give a hand up to the students behind you. And so that really drew me to financial planning. And as I was going through my classes, I took several classes. We take the courses required for the CFP, but one of the courses specifically that I really loved was my financial counseling course, where we covered the same things that we covered in the Knowledge Bowl. We covered student debt and credit cards, and what does it mean to have a good credit score or a bad credit score, and really learning how to help people through those states of change where they may be in a place where they know that they have an issue, they know that they should change, but they're not quite to the point where all of the gears are in place for them to actually be able to move, or for them to decide to move. And that has been my favorite class by far, because it was not just the very in-depth works of tax planning, or figuring out how to structure someone's estate when they have $3 million or $15 million, but really learning how to help everyday people with the things that often get overlooked in their financial structure, in their financial life. And so from there, my professor said that he was starting up a money management resource center at our school. So it's a financial counseling center for students, faculty, and staff at Utah Valley, and we get to I applied to be a coach at the center, and we get a few areas of certification so that we can actually have the knowledge and the credentials to coach the students in financial counseling. And then we take appointments. We generally have students come in anywhere from hey, I do summer sales, so I have a lot of extra cash. What do I do during the rest of the year to make my money worthwhile? Or I don't know how my student loans work. How does the repayment go on that? And,
Marty, it's so wonderful. Everything you're doing is so great, and I'm sure the students are so actually happy to know that center exists and that your services exist. And I thank you so much for being a guest on my show and showcasing your talents, and I congratulate you again on your award. It's been great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Marty. Now, listen, before I get you out of here, I got to ask you, you rang the bell in the stock market. Tell me about that real quick. I'm up against the break.
So last year I won a scholarship, and as part of the scholarship, it was from TD Ameritrade Institutional. They flew us to New York to to ring the closing bell on the stock exchange in New York. We got to be on that podium, and the energy in the stock exchange is amazing. It was an experience I definitely will never forget.
Yeah, that is awesome, Marty. Listen.
What a thrill.
Yeah, thank you for spending a few minutes with us on Morning Coffee. Congratulations again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're quite welcome. We got to take a quick break here on Morning Coffee, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with Michelle's Money Minutes, baby. Stay right there. We'll be back on the Radio Vision Network.